So you have a hard time falling asleep. Is that because your thoughts are spinning? Or your body feels hot or painful? Or because your eyes are wide open? For no particular reason? Well, that's history. The goal now is for you to fall asleep at night and fall asleep again quickly after going to the bathroom. In a little while, you are going to have a hypnotically green sleeping pill that may turn this around. Green is soothing. And the only thing that needs to awaken now is your ability to imagine. Because even if you don't believe that green sleeping pills work, your brain does. And what your brain believes in, your body obeys. And because you are falling asleep quite soon, you are already in bed, with your eyes closed. Check. Of course, it's easier to fall asleep when the jaws are relaxed. And the reason is that there is a natural relaxation function in the hinges that is triggered when the jaws relax. And that is because the pressure on the vagus nerve that runs through there eases and signals to the brain that it is safe to relax now. But sometimes you need a little help anyway. For example, by a green hypnotical sleeping pill. There is a catch though. Nobody knows where this green pill is, as it constantly seems to change places. So we'll have to find it tonight, don't we? And meanwhile, your body is safe to spend some time on its own. It relaxes and it breathes by itself. And it will send you internal messages if you really have to act on something. So during the time you are searching for your sleeping pill, your body is minding its own business, and your thoughts have something meaningful to engage in. Okay, it may of course happen that you won't find the pill in time. But you are forgiven. Be prepared. It is likely that you'll miss the end of this recording. But don't worry. This is a unique opportunity for you to get a reward. By missing something. Now, we are going to an interesting place. in your head, where there's a small gravel road with 100-year-old oaks, ashes, and maples on both sides. This road leads to an astonishing mansion, a dream house for most people. Walk up to the door, open it, and enter the welcome hall. You are expected, but nobody's waiting for you. There is an enormous number of rooms in several levels, but no stairs. Common for all rooms is that they have a door, which is not that remarkable, although nothing is evident here. Every door also has a small sign, giving a hint of what to expect in the room. And somewhere there is a special green pill. In the hall there's an incomprehensible information board, which, if read properly, indicates that the mansion's interior goes way beyond the exterior. A column of numbers refer to the names of the rooms, all presented in complete disorder. For example, room 6, Temple. 11, Bubble. 78, Catapult. 8, Bedroom. 12, Green Room. 140, Leaf. 4, Memory Lane. 13, Drugstore. 79, Milky Way. 30, Wax Cabinet. 74, Gym. So what do we do now? Think logically? It would be logical if the green sleeping pill was in the drugstore. But nothing so far has been logical. That's why it might be logical to believe that logic is not helpful. and it's time to think outside the box. So go to the long corridor, where beautiful sconces along the walls spread a soft orange-yellowish light, eventually leading you outside. The box, to not limit you anymore. Keep walking. It's impossible to see the end of the corridor. Does that indicate that it bends far away or that it is infinite? A first door shows up to the left, and the sign says 11, bubble, and small puffs of steam constantly leak out from underneath and around the door into the corridor. Enter this room now. It is a spa. Smells from essential oils and herbs blend with vapors coming from a huge round wooden barrel with bubbling water. Climb into the barrel. Have a seat. Relax. Enjoy the bubbles. Enjoy the bubbles. The steam appears to loosen disturbing thoughts, releasing them. And they're happy to soar away. lighter than water, faster than light. Leaving behind a hypnotically green, misty feeling that may trigger an urge to yawn. But try to nerve yourself from the urge of yawning. And you may discover that it's very difficult. Not to relax. Relax. Very difficult. But very, very enjoyable. To become somewhat misty in different shades of greens. And the thought of not having to think covers everything else you don't have to, with a green veil. Facilitating a love. For this liberating confusion right now, when nobody else can see nor hear. And if you find it so comforting here that you would like to stay in this bubbling water, please feel free to do so. But for you who still needs to activate some more passiveness, the hunt for the green hypnotic sleeping pill continues in the presumed endless corridor. Go there. Keep walking. Keep walking. Doors and signs are to the left and right. while a feeling for order probably tries to find a red thread in the numbering. 198. 56. 53. 252. 131. But what might become more obvious is that every room number leads to an even sleepier feeling. Can you find it? 77. 7. 101. 3. 'This is perhaps how a sleepwalker experiences it. You find the right way without knowing where you have been. Slip into room 4, memory lane. And faster than the blink of an eye, you are brought back to another time, another place. Forgotten or not. But preserved is the easygoing atmosphere. Memories with similar themes start flowing in, all reminding of different situations where you were sleepy like crazy and involuntarily slumbered. Daydreaming at school, lectures, together with guests, the couch, occasions when it was inappropriate to fall asleep, memories when you tried to stay awake, hoping that nobody saw you nod, and you acted unaffected. But memories like this still secretly affect the nervous system in this existing moment. A glimpse of a hypnotically green sleeping pill, a glass of water, and a small white device flashes by. Was that a hallucination? Or a real diffuser, charged with a green tablet spreading hypnotic sleeping formulas in the air that you breathe. Better return to the corridor once again and go further, further and further away. Keep walking until you reach the double doors 78 and 79. They are assumably in the far end of this never-ending corridor that has no far end, as it seems infinite. Now try to stay awake just a little longer. It's highly unsuitable to start snoozing. Before entering room 12, you remember from the information board. A dimmed light in a soft shade of green is leaking under a door. The sign says 12, green room. Take a peek in there. A semi-translucent pink glow lights up the room softly. The walls, floor, and ceiling are pink. Pink furniture and decorations are covered with transparent pink plastic. And on maximal volume, pink music is playing. On a piece of cardboard, leaning on a huge bucket, is written, "This room is having a makeover. You are assigned to repaint walls, floor, and ceiling." Reluctantly, you open the lid of the bucket and find it's empty. No, on the bottom is only a desert dry, shocking green cracker and a tiny brush, only 1 centimeter wide, and a short instruction. Add 5 drops of water and start painting. So you do just that, and whoop, the bucket is filled with green paint. But suddenly, your arms become surprisingly lazy. And the brush extraordinarily heavy. And despite of maximum effort from your side, you only accomplish a couple of brush strokes. So just leave it. It's okay to let that go. Let it go. Yeah. That's good. Instead, put more effort in fighting against sleep and try to drag yourself back to the corridor. Even though you may find that the way out of the pink-green room seems very much longer than the way in, wasn't there something about double doors and their numbers? If it's becoming more difficult to stay focused, see it as a good sign. You are on the right way. When door signs and numbers can be easier to forget than to remember not to forget, like pink, 11 bubble, and a bucket of shocking green paint that activated a laziness in your arms, even if you remember that or not. But when temporary micro-memory losses start appearing, it is a good omen. But it doesn't really matter. Nothing matters now. Nothing is asked for of any listener. Just relax. Just relax. Let things be. You're doing fine. Even if you mix a batter of 12, 78, and room 89, the goal is closer than a couple of doors. Even if you actually hear a voice or are dreaming of one, or nothing at all, is as it should be. Pass by room 22. 44. And 30, the wax cabinet. The double doors ought to be far, far ahead, so keep walking. Or float, soar, fly, drift, whatever you prefer. Forever, in a couple of seconds. Very tired door shows up. The sign is slanting. No letters are visible. Drift into that room and explore the sleepiest things you can find in there. Go there yourself for a minute or 3 while time stays outside. If you love it here, you can stay. But otherwise, drift off to the far end of that room. That's where the hidden door with number 78 is. And this door opens automatically. Have a seat in the soft comfortable that is offered to you. And you start sinking slowly. Like sinking deeper and deeper down into a mattress with a body heavy of relaxation. On a display, letters are presented as you descend, very softly, like a snowflake in a cold winter night, sinking deeper and deeper down into the stillness of dormancy, initiating the welcome night sleep, where the display shows T, drifting down to L, U, and level P, further and further down, A, T, with a sinking feeling, A. On level C. And now the descending movement terminates and changes to an ascending, which the display confirms by showing the letters in opposite order, going up to C, from C up to A, T, A, P, ascending even further, U, L, and now on T, and you may, when passing by, get a glance of door 79, when launching upwards now, softly floating into a sense of weightlessness. Unfolding a new dimension of ease. Surrounded by a velvet-like darkness. In the enormous space within the Milky Way, the spiral-shaped galaxy that we on Earth belong to. A vastness beyond comprehension. Distanced from troubles, light years from insomnia. So easy to let go. Easy to let go. Yes. And sleep comes naturally. Sleep comes naturally. Somewhere beyond time. Amongst 300,000 billion stars. in a beautiful mansion with an interior larger than the exterior. In room 70 now, the Milky Way. In your universe. Right here, yet so far away. Right in the freedom to be allowed to drift around anywhere. Or soar away into other rooms and explore them, which opens more options to fall asleep. Fall asleep. Yes. And you received a hypnotically green sleeping pill in the pink room, or maybe in a room before that. But if it is not in effect quite yet, it will be anytime. It will be anytime. Although nobody knows exactly when. But if there is a gap between the upper and lower jaws, and the eye muscles have softened, you're getting there. And you might or might not hear a voice very soon, whispering and wishing